Blah, there we are again. No black screen, still on Linux LTS, and the NVIDIA update was just nice. No problem, no problemo, right? 455, but LTS. Okay, what else can we do to have a super up-to-date system? Well, Alt-N, right? We have seen that wallpaper quite a few times. And let's see what we stick with, like this one, Alt-N. This is variety, this is Alt-N. Next. What shall we do? What shall we do? What shall we do? We have all kinds of applications. Yeah. How come? It's a small thing, but it's can be nagging. All the icons are nice and circular, and then suddenly NVIDIA is there. I said, what? Right. This button, that button, password, fix hard-coded icons. Some of the developers still do not understand how everything works in the sense of let the developers keep their own icons. Don't push it onto them to use an icon from you. Let the system free, right? And I think there it is. Beautiful icon. It's there, it's created, but the developer makes a hard-coded path. Hard-coded path means go to /folder /folder that image, and whatever you change, whatever you use, new mix or whatever icon theme you like, it's never ever gonna change, and that's not but we have a fix for that. So remember, fix hard-coded icons. All right, anything else maybe we should talk about here? No, all good. What we can do is a super shift enter, a Ctrl H, a .bin, stay rolling, and have a look what's all happening in these scripts. So each time we make an ISO, we delete something or we add something. And in this case, maybe you've noticed, we're still having the breeze cursor. At some point in time, remember we have 20 desktops, right? 20 desktops. And all Lego blocks do not like to play with each other. There is breeze, right? There is breeze. Yay, breeze. You can install that. One of the breeze, voila, 4 breeze icons. And there's also one extra there, breeze. And these packages are conflicting with yay, let's take yay x cursor breeze, because basically they are providing the same thing, cursor, right? That's it. But you can't mix one with the other. It's either this, either that. And people came into problems because, yeah, they were installing Plasma, then they used Ctrl-Alt-E. So that's the tweak tool. And hey, it's not yet installed. So Ctrl-Alt-T, let's do that. Let's do the icon -S, ArcoLinux tweak tool, because that's fun, right? We have 20 desktops, and with a click, it's gonna be running. Okay. I wonder if we actually have Super X now then. Super X is there to exit. That's cool. Anything else? Ctrl-Alt-W. Alright. The ArcoLinux welcome map is not there yet. Sudo -S ArcoLinux welcome map. But these things, that's a small Sherlock Holmes exercise, right? You press Ctrl-Alt-W and you see something that's not there. Super F5 is going to be there. It's melt. Super F9, yeah, is still there, but we have decided to delete it. It's not anymore on our ISO. Anything of evolution is gone. So if you want to follow our directions, our ways of thinking, right, then you need to follow these folders. So this is the tweak tool. I just wanted to show you guys that we have 20 desktops we can install. And of course, we've made it sure that this won't conflict with each other, but in order to do so, we've changed our cursor. We went to Vibra cursor, so the conflicts are not happening for you guys. And it's also a nice cursor, right? It's personal cursors and icons and wallpapers, right? It's not important. You change it the moment you install it. So what's gonna happen here? Nothing. This is hashtagged out. Nothing, 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 nothing. Only a number is gonna change, but that's already gone. It's already rolling. So this I should not run. Just by quickly glancing at it, I say there is actually no change except the number. And we wanted to get rid of the number because, again, people think, hey, the number is not changing, I'm not up to date. No, it doesn't mean a thing. Here we have the X cursor breeze that we're removing. And here we come, right? Here we have text that we start. Welcome map is here. Tweak tool. Just did it manually. But entirely up to you, right? How you do it. If you say, look, I'm gonna do it this my own way, one by one. What is he doing? Is just doing this, right? You can Control C, Control Shift V, and do it one by one and follow along. Okay, so that's installed. We've done this one and this one manually. Arch ISO is actually to build an ISO, to build an ArcoLinux ISO. If you say, no, not for me, I'm not going to build, not yet, right? Then, okay, then it's not a yes, then you don't do it. ZSHGits. I see it's twice in here. The welcome app. Cool. Such important app. It's in etc scal. My reflex is scal. Right? I read something is installed in etc scal, which means I won't see it until I do a scal. And then we install Breeze and Breeze icons and oh my ZSH, but maybe you don't like these themes and all that. And this was a mistake, adding XFC4. So in January, we added it. We got strange things happening on our computers. And we said, okay, a few weeks later, maybe already, get rid of it again. And that's an XFC problem, of course, that we discover. And then we go on. We don't need to run these scripts. So again, to make sure that you have the most important packages, again the welcome app, again the tweak tool. Okay, I really want to have this there. This was a one-time thing. People were having issues, and it's documented, I believe, I believe on the ArcoLinux server. But hey, if we are working on 20 SSDs, right, that's the only thing we needed to do, remove something and install it again, and it was fixed. So it's easier for us to make a script that we can run and run and rerun on all our ISOs. And here we're deciding the breeze cursors, right? Thinking about the breeze, removing it again. Yes, no, do you want to remove it? Is a response, a question we ask you. And here we actually start with the new Control-Shift-C. Here we start with a new cursor. So, oops, that's not it. So let's try it again. Control-C, Control-C, Control-Shift-V, Vibra, right? And now we can go and change. Let's become more ArcoLinux the way it is now on the 20.11. Wrong, Erik, wrong. It's separate. These guys do it separate. Mouse, theme, and we have this guy, right? This guy, that guy. That's it. That's this cursor. That's where you can find it. Go away. And off we go. Fix PAMAC AOR, no icons. Remember the text that I said there? Fix PAMAC. It's fixed now. We have something special to, I don't know, at some point in time we say Super X, right? Super X is now our thing. To cancel, log out, reboot, and it's an awesome thing made and created by Brad. And F12, I do not see, ooh, this is ugly. Definitely need to reboot again. So, you know, pacman -s ArcoLinux, and then logout. We created logout themes. Did you know that? But they're not there yet. Now they are there, right? Okay, Super X. Where are my themes? White, yellow, Sardi, Cerner, and so on and so on. How about runes? How about candy? How about breeze, blur, breeze? The sub breeze is actually the plasma kind of way of exiting, right? Super X. You recognize, I hope, the icons. There's more. We have been creative, handy, safe. It's actually created by my hand. Literally, draw, and that's it. So this is some creative stuff, right? That we can do with Linux that you cannot do with other operating systems. So do you want to remove the old things? I guess so, right? So let's have a look. Open. So yeah, I better do this with this script because it's also gonna test if the file exists. Also remove that. And I wonder, I really wonder. Right, let's have a look. etc ob logout ob, oh yeah, it's still there, right? Ob logout. But when I run the script, you go here and you go there. When I run the scripts, decide whether to keep it or not. Answer yes if you want to remove it. Okay, bye. All of these things, you see all kind of things change there. And again a yes. And let's have a look. We wanted to delete or check ob logout. ob logout is not existing anymore, right? We can't find it anymore. There's no ob logout. So the package deleted it as well. So that's, of course, that's interesting to use scripts then, otherwise you have to do it manually. And now what's next? The Polybar. Do you want Polybar installed, right? So in i3, for example, you can change the bar and let it become a Polybar. And it's actually super simple if you have the ArcoLinux tweak tool and if you have this, right? This is needed. So Ctrl-T, sudo pacman. That's why we have scripts. So you don't have to type a lot, right? Just run the thing. But you can do it by hand. So Polybar is installed. Okay. The thing is it a problem? Yeah, it's a problem. I can only show it, and maybe on a website picture as well. But you can change your i3 theme, and this becomes active if you're on i3. And there you can switch between Polybar and i3 just by clicking a button. And that sounds easy, right? So that's something to watch out for if you're on i3. Fix PAMAC, always a problem, so we keep it in there. But now it's not going to be in there these days because we've made a fix for ourselves. Yeah, we have moved the update mirrors services to a separate package. That's true, and that's the only thing, except we removed libatomic. AOR vote, I've already deleted it. Qt files, style plugins, I've deleted it. You can rewind the video, that's gone. So basically this one is not gone. So Ctrl-C, Ctrl-T, sudo pacman -rs, Ctrl-Shift-V. And what you know, it's not needed. It's a dependency for no one. That's out. And we can copy paste this here. Super C, Control T, Super Shift V. Oh, there we go. And ArcoLinux System D services are now changed. And the most important thing, we wanted to make it easy, right? So that the mirrors are important. The mirrors are super important. And we had this service that was going to update everything, but there are users who say keep off. I don't want you to change the mirrors. I have my own mirrors and I set my own mirrors, and just keep off. So this here, the update mirrors service, is gone. It's no longer in here. And if you want it, you install a separate package, right? It's set where, I don't have to type it, this is the separate package. To this package, oh sorry, I'm reading this totally wrong. So the update mirrors service moved from ArcoLinux system config to this package. Yeah, that's how it went. And this is standard, not on our systems, right? If you install something, it's entirely up to you to see if you want it or not. So this is basically an update mirror service that's now installed on your machine, that in certain intervals it will get an update, which is fine by me, because Ctrl W, right? Update ArcoLinux. Click, and what's gonna happen? This particular file and mirror list alias to get to etc.pacman.t mirror list is being created, and it's old SQL that wins, which is strange. So if you update the system with this, or with mirror, or with mirror S, or with mirror D, or with mirror S, D, A, right? All different kind of aliases. If I refresh this, remember old SQL and Osbeck, Control X, yeah, I clicked on it, and mirror list, aha, still old SQL, but not Osbeck anymore. It's in line 4, and now it's mail tunnel that wins for line 2 there. So basically that's important. And now if I install the package, this one, I don't have to think about it anymore. It's a service, it's running, it's gonna update the pacman.d mirror list, et voila, out of my head, and it will update some point during the day, right? So that's that, and that's all it is. And then we go to 6207, fix PAMAC is still there, and we're going to Sublime Text. So here we remove another function, another possibility to have an update of your mirror list. We created ArcoLinux cron to have another way of making a, what I call, just type arch wiki cron, right? It's some kind of timer and task. It can be a daily task, a weekly task, a monthly task. Run this, run that, run scripts. And it's a kind of timer that says, okay, I'm going to run this in 3 hours, in 5 hours, and it can be randomized and set very specific and all that. But basically, it was for the, again, for the mirror list, since updating is what we do, and updates come from ArcoLinux, and we want to have the fastest possible update. So again, reflector. This one we deleted earlier on. Yep, cool, almost there. And then the fix PAMAC, we have fixed it, still there. And at some point in time, ArcoLinux became deleting stuff. It's strange, I haven't seen this one yet. So sudo, maybe it's not installed, mine is remove s network manager, and what do we have? There it is, the dispatcher. So can I remove it? There is no problem in removing it. So that's something we've removed, and the quantum team arc is gone as well. RS quantum team arc. Oh, look at that. So okay, there it is. Quantum team arc. Bye. I believe that was because it went out from ArcoLinux. So we have ArcoLinux, Arco repo, AWAR. It was in ArcoLinux, it was thrown out of ArcoLinux, and then it goes into AWAR. And the end result that it was rubbish on the AWR, so we created something else. We created what we needed, what we think, of course, is nice, beautiful, and good enough for theme. There we go. Right? So it's exactly the same thing, basically. But it's not coming from AOR. That's the main thing. Oh, this is really ugly. Yay, Quantum Theme Arc. What's in here is not what we have. It's a part of this thing, the only part we need, and that's why we made our own package. To say, oh, we don't want that, we want this, right? And so on. All the rest is okay. And last, maybe not least, change name of Vibra cursor. Let's have a look. User, share, icons, is it? Is it icons? Let's have a look. Okay, icons, default, index theme, Sublime text. Standard, it's Breeze No. You say, Erik, that's not true. It is true. If you log out, when I can't log out, I'm recording. When I go to LightDM, it will become Breeze No. And we don't want that. We want one general look all around. Whenever we put into it, it has to be the same cursor everywhere. I think everybody wants that. But what changed here? Oops, what changed here? Let's see. Ooh, it didn't change. Let's see again. Change. Typo. Hey, that's a good find. Let's see. Find user share icons default index theme type. Okay, and when he finds it, has to change Vibra eyes. Yeah, sure. We had a switch before that. Somewhere, I suppose we missed it somewhere in our updates. We changed, of course, the X cursor to the proper name, which actually is this one. This was with what we had before, Control C. Let me just do it manually then. So one of the scripts changed Breeze No into this. Fine. And then, of course, if that is working, then this will work. Let's open up something, this one. If you do this, then it will change modern eyes. So, and the second change came from the Vibra developer who said, let's change the name of our cursors, right? As simple as that, and it has effects on people. Underscore eyes, he renamed it to this thing. Everything needs to follow. All the elements everywhere, ArcoLinux, ArcoLinux D, all the ArcoLinux B, it all has to follow. All right, are we there? This one? Yeah, we have more. So AppStream is already installed, right? We have more things like probe, command not found. Sudo pacman -s hw and then dash probe. Okay, now we can do probe. Let's have a look. Maybe if you have problems, it's an interesting way of sharing this link on ArcoLinux forum. So now you know my computer system. It's an Alienware, and that's a name, model, probably the motherboard or something. And model X51, we might Google it with that, 2013, so 7 years old, okay. And then you can keep on working. Okay, graphics card, NVIDIA, GTX 66000, and it goes on, right? BIOS, DM, hardware info, this is our INC. Has lots of info that you can share, even the D message. Gonna share all kinds of rubbish things sometimes, things that you shouldn't be worried about, because Linux kernel thinks, what's this, don't know what this is, and it skips it, throws up a few errors. But if your Linux system is working, that's all that matters. Mem Info, so 8 gigabyte. Stuff that I have, PCIs. So it's a long list. All kinds of stuff. This may be systemctl, all the things that are running. Modprobe maybe. Yeah, that's one of our files. Well, 3 files. lsmod. Basically, a lot of information that can help us understand what's going on your computer system. That's why probe is there. And I do believe that this guy is actually required. And yes, indeed. So there you go. As a dependency, it should not be added to the lists I see now. So it doesn't matter either if it's there, right? AppStream is installed. And here we also are mentioning, guys, stop, we're using no longer numbers. And there's a reference to something. Let's have a look what this is. Control C, Control Alt G. Yes, we are using always, all the time, keyboard shortcuts. Learn them, because you can use them again in the tiling window managers. There are 8 of them, right? And that's important to use the tiling window managers. Then everything makes sense and it's fast, and you'll leave your mouse alone. So all kind of information about the fact that etc lsb release, cat etc lsb release, is just more serene, more plain. There are no numbers, we're just rolling. Now maybe I could include another video. I'm not tired yet. Yes, it's Sunday evening. Yes, it's almost 10 o'clock. Last video I made was everything you need to know about Snap, but just before that, are you typing ISO in the terminal and nothing happens? I think that could be something for us. Let's clean everything a little bit up. Right, okay. So, ISO. Alright, that's not working. So, what should I do? I'll read. Okay. Nothing more to read, it's done. Pop. Actually, I think there's something that was created that's not saved. So I'll pause the video and be right back. Voila, I'm back. Refresh. Just copy paste a text that's in my building machine. So I used the ISO of 2020 July the 6th version, not the day of the month, right? Just the 6th version. Codename ArcoLinux, and this is when this particular system ISO was built, not system, ISO was built. So this could be the text. If you used the ArcoLinux ISO of 20.11.9, it would say 20.11.9, and it's shown in the video ArcoLinux with another date. But we can again fake this all anyways if it's a copy, and might be a good thing to do a touch. Why not, right? Let's go cd etc. Let's stay in a terminal for a while. And since there is no defrel, right, ISO, there is no etc defrel, I'm gonna sudo touch defrel, just to learn you the word touch. ls, let's have a look. Do you see it already? Defrel, here it is. So nothing happened really. I created the file, which I can now open and say get me defrel, and then we can start typing, right? ISO release, and maybe, I don't know, we can do a copy paste. Always interesting if we can. Ctrl Shift V, and it's copy pasted. It's a bit blue but it's copy pasted. Ctrl X, yes, save. Open it again, so it's not blue anymore. And now we can fake it in the sense that we started off with the 20.1, right? Not sure again what the number was, so I need to really go back and see the video, or I go to seed hosts, because I still remember it was it January? Now I'm really gonna doubt. It was it 1912? Not sure anymore. Don't think so. It was 2001-4. So just faking, right? Doesn't matter. So that's the number you started with. The ISO I started with, it's ArcoLinux. And the ISO, yeah, I don't know when the ISO was built, but certainly not in July, right? It must be January or something. So we're faking it again, 1 January 2020. Ctrl X, yes, done. Now you don't need to create the file, the defrel, after, I don't know when we started using it. Basically, it's the message for us. What ISO did you start with? If you have issues and you say, what could it be? Then a good question from us is, can you show your ISO? And I say, oh, he has started with the ISO of 2020 January. A lot has changed in the meantime. What files is he missing? What configs is he missing? What applications did we remove? What could be the reason for his issue? All right, and that's the only reason why ISO is there. It's not to say your update are not up to date or not up to date. That's our neofetch, and neofetch is rolling. Doesn't say anything anymore, right? What is the same as well? Super C. Let's see if that's working. Aha, Super C should be doing something. Control Alt, page up, page down. Should be doing something. Let's have a look at that. Conkeys. Are there conkeys? Sudo pacman -s ArcoLinux conkeys. Conkey collection or something. What is it again? Lots of things. 155 things to install. You see Conkey collection git? That's for everything else. 19 desktops and 1 for Plasma. Okay, so you choose the one, well, basically this guy. Control Shift C, sudo pacman -s, Control Shift V, boom. And is it already installed? It's already installed. Okay, so that's not a problem. What if I start Conky Zen? Is that a problem? No, Conky Zen is there. What is the problem then? Super C. Oh no, do I need to reboot again? Keyboard bindings. Application shortcuts. In here is Super C. Conky toggle. Edit. Super C. Conky toggle exists. Aha. Lua problems. You see, lib Lua S053. It's a while back, this computer, right? It's has been 11 months or so. Then it must have been 1912. Well, doesn't matter. Anyway, the libraries. So sudo pacman. Let's make him a little bit smarter. And Conquilua Archer, I think it's called. Conquilua Archers. Let's get this in. And I guess, not sure. Nope, that's it, Erik. You have it. And the only reason I wanted to go here to show you the word rolling, right? And Ctrl-Alt page down. Let's keep rolling. Just keep rolling, it says up there, but that's text. That's that one. Let's delete this guy. Ctrl-Alt. Come on, give me the rings. That's Lua, right? It takes a while. It's an application. It runs. Finally, right. Ctrl-Alt page down. Interesting note. This is not working, Erik. Well, no, of course not. So I'm always pressing Ctrl-Alt now, right? And then page up, page down. Now it's working. Yeah, he's communicating with a server, and the server says, wait a moment. But in the meantime, the conch is already loaded, right? Sure, so it's just waiting, and there it is, rolling. The clock, rolling. It's a bit off, I see. Rolling anything, rolling. Down here, ArcoLinux, rolling. So we stop using basically versions. Do not think you're not up to date. If the number is different or anything like it, no, we're done doing that. Probably some fonts were missing here. Fonts that are missing. Ctrl-Alt-T, sudo pacman -s, ArcoLinux fonts. Those are installed. Then thinking here. Let's go for another one. The fonts. Maybe these guys need a specific font. Here it says rolling up here again. If I wanted to find out more fonts and the only thing I have as idea, rolling there, that's actually using super C here, don't want to see conkeys, Ctrl-G. That's going to GitHub of ArcoLinux, and one of them is good, but this one was better, the D. The D contains scripts, and today I've already sent people in here saying my cups is not working, my printer's not working. And I sent them to here, ArcoLinux D, and say choose your desktop, 20 of them. Basically doesn't matter, but it's normal if you're on XFCE that you're going to look for XFCE, but the scripts are the same. In here are the printers. Now you could do it download zip, you can do that and unzip. I'm going to show something else. If I click here, and then maybe on the desktop, right mouse click. Remember that git clone is an awesome way of getting stuff in. Ruffle, there it is. And now we go to, where is it? Printers is here. And you can install it. But we were looking for 700. Maybe this will help things, but as you see, just this one, Thompson font, and that's all. That's extra. All the rest is green, meaning it was already there. So, I don't think the super C here. So there must be a reason, and it might be a reboot. So that's a great tip. If you think I don't find the solution, did you try turning it off and on again? It's really matters, and it's sometimes stupid, and I mean, we don't want to offend anybody, but sometimes we say on Discord, on Telegram, reboot, right? And that's sometimes it. The solution is sometimes simply rebooting, and just remember that, and try that first before asking questions. All right. Anything else? Look at that. There should be a straight line. And then we are missing icon. This seems, let's see, seems to be a case where we can study it. So the conky, let's see which conky it is. AUR slate. Yeah, sure. AUR slate. AUR slate. This guy. All right. And fonts. Déjà vu sans mono. Do we have déjà vu? F12. Actually, déjà vu. Let's have a look down here. Font size. Control find font, right? And then find previous. So déjà vu. Now we have something for fonts. The font manager. There was again. Font manager. Font viewer. Okay. The other one. Font manager. There we go. Use these guys. But let's do it now, right? Déjà vu. Déjà vu. So we have it. Déjà vu, sans mon. So, Super C. I thought I would find the solution. I guess not. Why would it change? Maybe somebody else made on the video, right? Otherwise the videos become too long. This looks great. Some of them are... It has to do with something. The question is, do you know the something? Leave it as a comment, and then we'll add it to the list. This looks all normal, and all normal. Maybe it's behind here somewhere. Some depends what this is. It sometimes takes a while to load it up. There you go, and so on and so on and so on. Still rolling, and still LTS, right? Guys, I'm I don't know. I don't think I have anything more. 42 minutes is already long. And my son is screaming. You maybe hear it in the back end. Gamers, right? So I'm off. Sunday evening is starting for me. Cheers.